Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I want to see if I can do a first improvement to my BMW E30. The problem is the headlight. I noticed while washing the car that this high beam here is loose. So I want to see if I can figure out why that is and if I can potentially fix it myself. So first things first, you need to figure out how you can get these lights out. At first glance I noticed that there are two screws, one here and one here, to remove the grill. So we'll do that first. So now that these screws are out, let's pop the hood and see what needs to be done inside. So we'll definitely need to remove these two. This one will need to be removed, so let's do that first. That one is out already. Now, what else we will have to do, of course, is disconnect the lights. And then, get rid of these two or three even, because there's here also one I see clips. I see this one is loose already. Let's see how loose these are. Well, we need to get a tool for that. So let's do that first. That's one. Let's do it like that to make sure we don't scratch the car. And that's two. So now if I'm correct, let's go to the front of the car. We can get this out. And that's indeed the case. Need to close the hood a bit. And now we can get it out easily. And then you can see already that indeed this light is definitely not in the position that it should be. So now let's disconnect the lights themselves. So unplug this, just pulling a bit, and that's one. And then this one here should be the same. And there we go. Let's see if there's anything else here. I don't think so. I think you can go back to the front now. Okay, now back here we have another 3 screws, it seems, to get the headlights out. So there's one here. Then there's one there behind and another one here. So let's loosen these ones up, and I think that should be enough to then get these get the light out. And there we go. Here we have the headlight, and it's already clear that indeed there's several things going on here. So let's take a closer look inside and see what's up. So upon closer inspection, I noticed that there are 3 issues with this headlight. First is this spring here. The spring is no longer holding everything in place, so it's just hanging loose here, so definitely not ideal. Then here, this black part is also broken. This also shouldn't be the case. It should be against the unit here, making sure that when you turn this, everything stays in place. And then the third problem, let's try to make sure that you can see it, is this one here. So this one should be inside this light, but the problem is that the head is broken, making it so that it falls back out. So the goal today is to see if I can maybe fabricate something myself, see if I can fix it somehow, because I'm not ready to buy a completely new headlight. After looking how everything works and what I could potentially do, I came up with a solution that I would like to try. I started with super gluing the head of this one here. So let's see if it's strong enough to no longer bend upwards. So then leave this here still to dry. I will use this instead of the spring, because I want to try to make it the same as how it works here. So if I can put this in between here, it should also keep everything in position. And then with this bottom part here, as this part is broken, I want to replace it with these ones here. So when I then put this back on, it can be tight again and it's no longer loose. So let's see if that works. Let's give it a try. So the first two are back in place. It's definitely already helping out a lot. This seems like it's working. I just hope that it doesn't get loose again. The other one is also back in place. It's no longer falling out, so that's also great. I'm afraid that if I reuse this spring, it will be too much force again on the plastic one that's here. Might break the head again. So yeah, I will first try something else, see how that works, if everything is kept in place. So we'll put this one through and see how that turns out. If it looks good, I'll start with that, and in worst case, I can get everything back out and put the spring back anyway. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's definitely much better. So now let's make sure everything is tight. And let's double check if it's a good position, and if everything looks good, we can put the light back. So everything is definitely tight again. I played a bit with the positioning, and yeah, let's put everything back, see how it looks. In worst case, we just take it out again and reposition until we get the perfect positioning. So yeah, this is some DIY on how you can potentially fix your headlight when it's loose and when something's broken. Definitely better than buying new headlights. Of course, in worst case you would have to, but let's first see how this turns out, and let's go ahead and put everything back. So now that the headlight has been assembled again, we can go ahead and put everything back just the way we disassembled it. So we start by putting the unit back in place, and then the first step are the 3 big screws again. There we go. While we're here, we can put this one back as well. Looks like we're missing a screw here, so we'll need to look out for one. And now the grill can go back in. Let's first position it. See how that looks. Yep, that looks correct. So the easiest is to first get the clips back. So the 3 clips. Should just be able to press them back on. Or yeah, throw them under the car. It's also an option. Let's see where it is. And the last one goes back here. There we go. Good. So now that is done, the only thing that's left to do are the 2 screws here at the front of the grill, the small ones. So we have one sitting here, and then one in the corner right there. Boom. As you can see, the light is fixed. I hope this was helpful. If you want to do this yourself, you can easily do so, as you can see. Yeah, so in this case, you don't need to buy new lights. Awesome. Bye.